Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody had some great sleep. For those who woke up, for people like me who have to get up early in the morning and get ready to work. It is what it is when you gotta work and you gotta grind. That's one thing about life. You know what I'm saying? That at one time in our life, we didn't have to work for the government. At one time in our life, we didn't have to, nature was for free. And a lot of people don't understand nature didn't have a cost to it. Water was for free. Food was for free. You can hunt, you can fish. You didn't need fishing license. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, that man has too much power. Man has too much power in everything that we do. Man has too much power in everything that we do. There's no way in the world we should be paying for nature. There's no way in the world we should pay for nature. Shout out to all the tribes out there. All the great tribes out there. All the fathers and mothers who out there grinding. We have a lot of, beautiful people. We have a lot of beautiful people. But there's no cost to nature. There's no cost to nature. And I want people to understand that. I was thinking about Red Fox in a documentary that I was checking out. And Red Fox was identifying with his Indian side. And when he came up, his family, all he ever knew of was his Indian side and what he identified with. His family told him who he was. When you look at the brother looked just like, a little red Indian. Melanated man. He had red, pure red hair. And then, of course, he got older, but the man was a great legendary actor. We have a lot of great people in this world that don't know how to identify with themselves. Don't know where to turn when it comes to identity. So they settle in what their oppressor tells them. They'll rather be African American than have a non-identity. So that was the purpose of my channel, is to try to get people to identify for, with themselves. My purpose is that you do have a history. My purpose is helping you find your identity. And when we dig and we dig, The more we dig, the more we find about who we are as a nation of people. There's a lot of things that goes on in these sectors in YouTube streets. But I want people to know that when you following me, that it's about us. I can't be divided and I can't be judged on who I follow. There's so many great channels out here. And I support the people who support me. I don't want to get caught up in the mess, in the drama of other people's channel. But I support those who support me. I uplift people who uplift me until they cross my path and they do me wrong. So I can't get into the mess of others. I'm here to uplift my people. I can't get in the drama of what other channels do. I got to uplift my people. I don't care who you follow or who you support. As long as you support me, I support you. We are working so hard on identity. Some people say, why do y'all focus and why do y'all care about identity? Why do y'all care all this time? We should just come together. We should just come together. It shouldn't matter if we're Africans. It shouldn't matter if we're Indians. Yes, it should matter. It's identity. When somebody has been telling you something all your life and you realize that was not the truth, it is necessary that the truth be told. It is necessary that the truth be told. You can't go in your sleep with a lie. You cannot go into your grave with a lie. Life is about truth. Life is about discovering. And I want people to understand that you always ask questions. Never believe everything someone has to say. Everything has to be questioned. Some of you guys live the religious life and you believed in your pastors. If your pastor said that Jesus was white, you believed he was white without even discovering for yourself. That's the part that I try to tell people when it comes down to Aborigine, learning your identity. That discovering, because somebody said that you are an African without any documents, without any proof. They're doing a disjustice to you. And you're doing a disjustice to yourself when you don't try and do your research. I have learned so much from others. The problem is in life, we feel that we can't learn from each other. We cannot allow our arrogance and how smart we was in school make us believe that we're more superior than others. When it comes down to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it's nothing but social media. When you leave these sectors, you still going through your everyday life. You're not above anybody. We can learn together. There's not anything that I have inside of me where I believe that I know everything. Michael in the house. I know I'm up early in the morning, and I am so tired for waking you guys up. But I'm up early in the morning. I just that's the life of a truck driver. That's the life of a truck driver. But I want people to understand that I support certain groups that you may not support. I support certain channels that you may not support. You support certain groups that I may not support. You support certain channels that I may not support. That is your right. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable supporting people who support you. You shouldn't get caught up with what other people do. I support people who support me. And I can't judge a person until they do wrong by me. I can only go by what I see of what people do to me. I can't go by what somebody else's do. I have my own mind. I support people who support me. We got to stop being this way. We have to have our own minds. And we should not get controlled because you may support somebody I may not support. You have every right to support anybody that you want to support. Everyone is welcome on my Indigenous channel. Everybody. And I don't have the enemies that other people do. Everybody is welcome here until they cross me. I am not a part of a team. The team that I am a part is the Aborigine team, the Indigenous team. I'm here for my melanated people. And I support channels who support me. And that's what I want people to understand. That I don't get in my feelings when it comes to social media. Some people don't even know why they on social media. Some people on social media to make a couple of bucks. But I'm here to work with my people and uplift my people. Teach one, teach them all. We are getting stronger together. And we have to look past gossip. We have to look past what others do and work on us. Because there are far more things that is going on in our lives that we have to work on as a nation of people. You have presidents that are running for president. You have a lot of situations that are going on in this world. 2020 has been horrible. We don't know what to think of our lives. But we have to prepare for the worst. And we cannot be caught off guard when we're preparing for the worst. I am very independent when it comes down to conscious community. I'm very independent. So if you don't like somebody else, that doesn't mean I don't like you. If you don't like somebody I follow, that don't mean you have to be enemies with me. Because I believe in unity. I believe in positivity. Only time you'll see Peanut Nola 504 get negative if somebody came at me in a negative way. But I stand up for all people who support me, even if you may disagree with that, because I have my own mind and I am a man who can make my own choices. There are so many strong channels out here, but I have said this before in my videos. We cannot allow our egos to distract us from our message, because we are setting ourselves back. Further and further, we are setting ourselves back. The only way that we're going to reach people is working together. I should not have to put certain things in the comment. I mean, in my just writing certain things for you guys to show up. If I talk about negativity, we'll get the views. I'm not even about the views. I'm about reaching our people. And I put Red Fox in here because I want you guys to understand that Red Fox was an aborigine man. He was an aborigine man. He was a black Indian. He was a melanated copper black Indian. And there are a lot of great people just like Red Fox out here that don't know their true identity. And that's what we're going to work together on, true identity. We're going to work on learning who we are as a nation of people. We're going to build together. We're going to get stronger together. We're going to weave out negativity, and we're going to work together. We're going to climb out of our captivity. We do not need to go back to 400 years of being enslaved. Especially in our mind. Because people, believe it or not, the outside is watching you. The outside is watching you. And I'm not talking about our people. I'm talking about the outside. Everything that you do, the outside is watching you. So you got to watch your moves that you make. We can only be stronger together if we work together. But you're not going to like everything that I do. I'm not going to like everything that you do. That's all a part of dialogue. Every video that I make, I put my passion into it. I put my passion from it. Okay, Brother Michael, you said, now come on, brother. We all know, well, now come on, brother. We all know we all come from Africa. Yeah, well, I tell you this. I'm not in for the debate about Africa. And I want people to understand that. I want people to understand my debate is about America. I can't even get to debating anybody about Africa until we believe that we are the original people from America. And that's what I want people to understand, that I can't sit here and talk about Africa until I come with a dialogue about America. I have stated many times that we are the original people of the world. I have stated many times that we were connected to Africa. Africa was not even Africa. The name Africa is not the correct word. I have stated several times before the puzzles have broken that we were connected to all continents. I have a history of saying these things. I can't get to talking about Africa until I start talking about Turtle Island. I can't even get my mind to start talking about other lands until I claim this land. Because we allow every white man to claim things that does not belong to them. We allow the white man to claim every land that he has claimed, but he has stolen land, and we have not stolen land. We are the original of this land. My debate is not about Africa. My debate is not about Africa. My debate is about Turtle Island, America. Who was the first here? And that's my debate. The fact that melanated black people were here before slave ships even was discovered. Before the thought of the Atlantic slave trade, black melanated people were here. I have told people that we are the people of God. I have told people that we were scattered across the four corners of the earth. I have said this many times. That we are the most high chosen people. I have stated this multiple times. My debate don't have nothing to do with Africa. Because I can't even get to Africa until I start talking about America. I can't even get to Africa and talking about dialogues about Africa until I claim America. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Miss M and Michael. Because we got to remember that we had several tribes. Several tribes. Because America was not named America, and Africa was not named Africa. That at one time we were connected to all continents and countries. But it takes deep minds to even think about what I'm talking about. It takes a person with an open dialogue, an open mind to even think about what I'm talking about. A weak-minded person will not open their mind to even think about what I'm talking about. A weak-minded person won't even do the research to even understand what I am talking about. But a spiritual person, not a religious person, a spiritual person will open his mind and put his thinking cap on, or her thinking cap on, and realize who we are. That's right, Tanya. That is right. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. It's you know, for us to sit here and not see the writing on the wall, to not see all the writings on the wall. The Grand Canyon has our history all over it. All the history that we have is written all over it. Nah, Master say We came over on some broomsticks. Yes, you you ain't never lied. Whatever master say, we just gonna believe what master say. Because I can sit here and tell people many times that the slave ships don't make sense, and people won't even grasp what I'm saying. I can sit here and tell people that there's not, back in them days, we didn't have the technology of bringing that many people over on slave ships. You wouldn't have been able to get 1,000 people on slave ships. You wouldn't have been able to bring these kind of people over here like that. It just wouldn't have been possible. You have to understand that these people would have been in shackles. They had no restrooms back in the old days. People would have been shitting and pissing on themselves. Believe it or not, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. We are the original makers of fire. Yes, we are. See, our tribes, well, we're very creative people. Our tribes were very creative people. When I say that we are the original of the world, we are the original people. And some people can't grasp that in their mind. When people talk about Africa, people act like Africa is the only, it's like Africa was just like the only land in the world. Like there was the only land base in the world. But they forget what was surrounded and connected to Africa. Our people were discoverers, the discoverers of everywhere. We discover everything. We discover everything. We are the original people. Our women has the DNA of every woman in the world. Our women have the DNA of every woman in the world. Every woman and man comes from our woman, our tribes. And a lot of people won't even understand that. Why you think we are so different? We are different than other tribes. The way we dance, the way we sing, the way we do things is totally different than other tribes. So they copy us. They mimic our ways. If you look at our women and our men, they're much more thicker than the other tribes. So we are a different tribe. Definitely a different tribe. But everything that people talk about, they talk about Africa, but they're not talking about things that have happened here in America. We're not talking about our mark on America. The things that our history, how great our history is in America. We don't talk about these things. Our history runs deeper than you know. It runs deeper than you know. I want you guys to understand that I just be wanting people to understand. I had an argument, a disagreement with a person before about the Pan-African theory, and we had this conversation about the Pan-African theory. And then when I start telling him about the shackles on the ship and all these other stuff, that you can find the ships there they may have found them on the African continent, but you cannot find them in America continent. I mean, the American country land. You cannot find it or find ships here. The ships are nowhere to be found. But they want you to believe that all of us are immigrants in our own land when we are the original people of this land. And I refuse to listen to people trying to disclaim us from this land. when we built this land. And they have taken so much from us. They have taken our talents from us. They have stripped away everything that we have earned. Elvis Presley have stole so much music from melanated black people. These people have ripped away and stolen so much. We are gifted people. We are the Most High chosen people. And you are special. We're the only people that be spit upon. We're the only people that is hated. We are hated more than any other culture in the world. The black man in America is the most hated man across the world. If you don't believe it, you just need to open your eyes. But I just wanted to chime in with you guys. I gotta get back to work and everything. I just had to stop, and I wanted to talk to you guys and just let you guys know that no matter what we do, if you can't have dialogue and work with each other, we'll never, ever work out as a nation of people. If we can't build with each other, we will never work out as a nation of people. We will never do it. We got to change these laws. We have to start putting people in government that believe in the things that we believe in. Because these laws was not written for us. That's why our people are dying at a consistent rate. We have to put in laws that fit us. There was nobody, when they were writing the Constitution, there were all white men at the table. They were all white men at the table when they were writing the Constitution. It's time for us to change these laws with putting people of our descent in office. Joe Biden, when you look at Joe Biden and you look at Donald Trump, these people will never, ever understand us. These people can never understand us. These people are the same people. Democrat Party and the Republican Party. The Republican Party was the party of Jim Crow. The Democrat Party was the party of KKK. These parties was not designed for melanated people. And I want you guys to understand that these parties was not designed for melanated people. And it is what it is. Michael Brown, America first. Just like you said, America first. I can't sit here and claim, Africa is being colonized right now. A lot of Africans are being colonized right now, carrying around Asian people. And they joke about us. Not all Africans, but you got a lot of Africans that feel some type of way about melanated black people in America. They feel some type of way. And I told people this story about Rosa Parks. When you go look at Rosa Parks, you will find out when they made Rosa Parks sit in the back of the bus, but they did not tell the African man that he had to go in the back of the bus. The government knows who you are. They know that you are the original tribes in America. They know who you are. You just don't know who you are. The government knows. That's why you have been called multiple names. This is why you have so many, you got slave names on your backs. This is why your name has been tainted. They stripped off your true native name because they know who you are. We're the only people that is called a country and a continent at the same time. South wind in the house. We the only people that is called a continent and a country at the same time. You don't see European calling themselves, white people calling themselves European Americans. They don't call themselves that. But we're calling ourselves African Americans. We then went from being called Indian. We were called, color, black, Moors. We're the only people that have multiple names. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand how they stripped away everything from us. Our original language stripped away from us. And we really believe that these people will tell the truth about us. Mo better, mo better, mo better. We really believe that these people would tell the truth about us. They know that we are these. See, when I told somebody, I said, before I got woke, and before I used to ignore my grandparents. They used to say we got Indian in our bloodline. We're not Africans. When my people used to be saying that, and when I got into school, they were brainwashing me when I got into school. I got my grandparents telling me that I am a Choctaw Indian, and on my other side is Cherokee. And then I go to class and they telling me, they showing me roots. I go to school and they calling me an African. And then we start ignoring what our grandparents have told us, what our mamas and fathers have told us, and we listen to the system. And we let the system raise our minds with their education, with their European education. See, when the Queen brought her people here, when Christopher Columbus came to America, the Queen did not bring their best. The Queen did not bring their best. The Queen brought rapists, prisoners. These people were prisoners. Christopher Columbus brought prisoners over here. A lot of people don't know that the Queen pardoned rapists. Their prison system was overcrowded. They don't tell you that in history book, that these people, prisons were overcrowded. They let child molesters loose. They didn't bring their best. You hear Donald Trump talk about Mexican people. They didn't bring their best. They brought their worst. But they don't talk about when the Queen of England was bringing her worst. And these people overtook our tribes. They told you that the Indians died of smallpox, that a lot of them had died. They told you that. They said the Trail of Tears, a lot of us had died. When the truth is that we did not die. We were put into slavery. They refuse to talk like that. They refuse to tell you the true history. But these people look at us as the bottom of the barrel. They refuse to tell you the true history. That they came here, they didn't tell you the true identity. And then they got then they got Hollywood involved. They put Hollywood involved. And they took Hollywood and they took and made Indians look white. They made the identity of a Indian look white. But they refused to put the dark-skinned Indian on TV and identify the Indians. And what they did was they took black melanated people and made them Africans and made them look like they were portraying them like they were animals. Hollywood has done a lot of wrong. Even Egyptians lied about Egyptians, had white women walking around as Nefertiti, casting as Nefertiti. They had white women going around as Cleopatras when there's not a possibility of a white person being in that part of a region. They have whitewashed the church. They have taken the Bible and whitewashed the Bible. When the Bible was not written for white people. Because the Bible, he was speaking that he was talking to the Jews, the Hebrew Israelites. He was not talking to everybody. The Bible was not written for everybody. They told you that God loved everybody. But yet, they used the Bible as a whipping tool against us. God did not like everybody. God had, it's the funny thing in the world when they tell you that the God above loved everybody when he said, Jacob I loved and Esau I hated. God hated just like you and I hated. God was not as nice as they put him. The Most High was not a nice God. The Most High wanted us to fear him. And he did not love everybody. The white man makes, in the Catholic Church, you go walk in the Catholic Church, all you see is the angels on the wall. The angels that you see on the wall, all of them are white. And they'll tell you, they'll act like a black man can't be an angel. They'll act like a black man can't be an angel. You can't make this up. They have whitewashed America. Every continent, country, the Most High is black. Every country and continent, the Most High, and the man that they call Jesus is black. But in America, they made him white. So no, I don't believe in white Jesus. Because there's no such thing as Jesus. They didn't even have the letter J. They did not even have the letter J. The letter J was not even around at that time of the century. Some call him Yeshua. Some call him Yeshua. Some call him Yahweh. But his name was never Jesus. And remember that I am spiritual and I am not religious. Religious will cause you to go to hell. Religious will have you worshiping man. That's religious. It will cause you to worship a man. Spiritually, you believe that God is within you. that God is the trees, that God is the animals, that God is everything. That is spiritual. A spiritual person believes that God is everything. But a religious person believes in statues. A religious person believes in idols. That's a religious person. A religious person is about control. That's what a religious person is. They make the rules. They tell you you're gonna go to hell. They tell you everything that you know. They just know it all. It's a religious person. And I want you guys to understand that what I'm saying is nothing but passion that comes through me. The Most High speaks through me. The Most High wakes me up every morning and he speaks through me. These words that come out of my mouth, I don't get the credit from it. All glory goes to the Most High. You can't start talking about Africa until you start claiming America. We'll get to Africa one day, but right now we want to talk about America. We want to talk about Turtle Island that belongs to us. Because God damn it, we can claim every land in this world. We can claim every land in this world because we are the true people of God. But we got to start with claiming America. We got to start with making sense here first before I can move to Africa. Can't go to Africa until I claim where I'm at. I got to get my house settled right here. And as I tell people before, stop when you, and as I start closing, because I know that I wasn't expecting to be on this long, remember, when you follow a person, and if you just say you follow somebody that somebody else don't like, that doesn't mean that don't mean you're supposed to disconnect yourself because that person is following somebody. That person ain't done. See, that's the problem right now. We all should have our own minds. Nobody should control you. Do not allow anyone to control you. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in. And your job is to be good to people. As long as I'm good to you and you good to me, it doesn't matter who I follow or who you follow. You have that right to follow anybody that you want to, but you always welcome on this indigenous channel. You always, as long as you support me, I'm going to support you. If you out there making content, let me know. I'm going to support you because you support me. The Bible is our history book. Great knowledge. Yes, it is. It's our history book. The Bible does not speak of anybody but us. Just all you got to do is read Deuteronomy chapter 28. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, that does not describe anything about a white person. It talks about us. And until you understand the Bible has scriptures have been taken away because they know if we read the book of Enoch, if we read the Apocrypha, they know that the truth, that they are afraid of the truth. These people are afraid because they know they will be no longer relevant no more. These evil Angelicans and all these preachers out here, these Baptist preachers, these Catholic preachers, are all under white people. Everybody who invented them churches were white men. All of them churches was discovered by them white men. But you believe that they love you so much. They tainted the Bible. They manipulated the Bible. They take bits and pieces, but don't read the whole scripture. So it's very, very important that you guys read and study yourself to be approval to the Most High. I read books. I read everything. I don't just read the Bible. I read everything. I read everything because you got to be open to everything. Don't be closed to nothing. Don't let nobody tell you, well, don't read. Read and do research. Your brain is made for knowledge. And if somebody has manipulated, you can put two and two together. But don't let nobody take your spiritual part away from you. Don't let nobody tell you that there's no God. The problem is that we want to be God, but we are not the God. We are nothing but, we are gods, but we are not the God. We are not the Most High. God lives through us. And that's what we have to understand. That he is us, but we are not the merciful God. We make mistakes. The Most High don't make mistakes. We got these new generation people right now, right now talking about the Christ consciousness. We got these new people out here talking about their God. But they are not the God. When I listen to the birds and the bees, and I listen to all the animals, and I look at, there's only one that could create that. There's only one that could create that. You look at the stars, and you look at the beautiful sun, there's only one that can create that. I pray because I'm spiritual. I pray to the sun. I pray to the trees. That's what our ancestors did. I pray to everything. Because that's God. God is everything. God is you and God is me. God is everything. Nobody can identify what God looks like. We don't know what he looks like. God is everything. So as I close, I want to thank you guys for getting up with me this morning. All glory goes to the Most High. And I want to thank you guys once again for always showing up, even though I be doing these unexpected lives in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I just want to thank you guys because, I am nothing without you. I will never get my ego intact to the point where I think I'm better than y'all. I will never, I promise you guys that. I will never be like that. I will never get to the stage where I think I'm better than you guys, or just because I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers, that makes me. No, I'm gonna always rather I got big, small. I intend on being the same because I'm gonna tell you this: for you guys to listen to me, it's my privilege. For you guys to come into my chat, it's my privilege. For those who in the bushes, if you're out there, thank you. If I can't even see you, I want to tell you thank you. People should be thanking you guys for supporting. And I'm gonna thank my the people that support me. I'm gonna thank you guys. And I want to I'll tell you that I am not perfect. I'm trying to get better. The only way I'm gonna get better is with you guys. And I want to thank you guys for all the support that you guys have. If I never should come back on social media, I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys because I am nothing without you guys. All glory goes to the Most High. And I'm gonna lead this out as my last thing. I'll close out. You guys have a blessed morning, a blessed day. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And think positive. Don't think negative. Think positive, because only negativity is gonna hold you down. Don't let negativity win.